Literally, the only difference between a successful marketing campaign versus a failed marketing campaign is their copywriting. And many people call me and ask me how to ensure that products keep on selling for a very long time. And my only answer is, bro, fix your copy. And well, because this question was so frequent, I thought I would just make a video around it and share it with you guys so that you guys have an idea about how to write and how to craft your copy in your e-commerce store. I'll also be sharing some of my best and most winning copies and my process which I take to write copies for my own website. So I hope it helps, and well, if you want more such e-commerce tips, go ahead and click on the subscribe button, and if you have not joined a WhatsApp group, again, there is a link to join and I'll be happy to host you in. So without any further ado, let's get started. The biggest money murdering mistake that any e-commerce store can do is to write a copy that is all about themselves. And I tell you how many times I see people write about their own product, how great they are. You'll go to an about section of a page and they'll be like, we have been here since 1980s then doing shit. It means squat, it means shit. I don't care, I don't give a damn. I'm a customer. All I care about in your website is how does it impact me. All I care about in your website about the product is how does it benefit my life. So it is not about you. This is the very first mindset that you need to get out of. This is the only thing that stops people from writing great copies. And in this video, I'll be sharing my step-by-step formula or step-by-step process that I have been inspired from and basically evolved since the last couple of months, catering to e-commerce websites only to write great copy for e-commerce websites. So this particular technique was based on Sabri Subi's Sell Like Crazy book, and basically I understood that I was using his strategies initially, but then again I thought I would amp this up and create my own strategies around it, because e-commerce is a different field and he was talking about kind of a different field, not very different but kind of around that. All right, so let's get started around it. And by the way, if you want to start writing copies around it, then definitely read the book Like Crazy, and I'll probably try to publish a review around it if you want it. All right, cool. So let me quickly minimize myself, and this is my real copy. This is a real copy that I have written. I'll show you the copy. This is the copy that I have written. All right, and behind every copy there is a research sheet. All right, and by the way, before I go ahead and show you my copy, there are two different copywriting frameworks that I want to know about. One is IDA. You just type in IDA copy blogger. I'll just put copy blogger, and there is one more. Just go ahead and check out PASS copy blogger. So I love copy blogger. That's my go-to place to learn about copywriting. So go ahead and read these two articles. Very awesome articles on copywriting, and this will give you an idea about how it helps. All right, so there are two different formats of that we use in e-commerce. One is IDA, which is attention, interest, desire, action. So in the entire copy should have this particular flow where you grab the attention of the reader, where you engage them, pick their interest and build desire in them so that they buy the product, and finally you ask them to take the action. Right, and here it is another copywriting formula, which is problem, agitate, solution. Problem, agitate, solve. It is like basically you start by mentioning the biggest pain point of your customers and agitate that pain point, make it bigger, and then give them a solution. Both of them work really well. I'm not going into very much details. I cover that in my e-commerce training program. If you are not a part of it, again, there is a link in the comments below. But yeah, so these are the two formulas. I want you to read them, but how do you find what grabs their attention? How do you find what is the biggest problem of your customers, right? So this is the steps that I learned from Sell Like Crazy, and I've compiled it for you, and this is what I call the people research sheet. So what I do is, so Sabri has basically categorized different aspects of the customers into 3 different categories. One is people have wants, hopes and dreams. Next is pains and fear. Third is barriers and uncertainties. So what I do basically is I go to Quora, I go to different forums, I go to Facebook groups, I go to anywhere, any place on the internet where my dream customers hangs out, and simply copy paste whatever they are writing. Some people are writing in Quora which perfume is long lasting. Some people are writing which perfume is best for women. Then there are, I also go to Amazon review section and to find out what exactly people are writing about the particular product. Right here you can see some people are mentioning that it is way overpriced. Some people are saying it is not real. So I write everything that is available, and once the sheet is complete, I try to address each and every single objection in my copy itself. So if I can show you my copy, so this is something also based on the category. It's like this: if I see a particular line keep repeating, I'll add it to the most common category because it is the most frequent one on the internet. That is the biggest pain point in the internet, right? Second most frequency is it is not that big of a pain point, that is not coming up very frequently in the internet, but it is still a fair point to have. And third is like the least, that you can categorize. So I have different strategies to go around it. But yeah, here you can see they have asked which perfume is long lasting. And in my copy alone, the very first line, 8 hours on skin, days on clothes, done, addressed, right? Then finally, fragrance that finally makes a long lasting impression. That is what people want, right? Also, there is one more big deal about them, like people who are searching like why perfume is so expensive. I just mentioned the same thing right in the second line. Engage the olfactory senses around you without burning a hole through your purse. Then I went ahead and started talking about the product itself, right? And one more thing that I use, I turn the features of a product into the benefits. So the way to do is like features are like specifications of the product, right? It's just like what the product can do. That's it, nothing else. But specifications, these are like features are specification, but benefits are what the user is going to get out of the product. That is what you need to show. So let's say like here, you would have perfume which is 25% perfume oil that lasts longer. This is what people want. This is the benefit of the product, right? It contains saffron and jasmine. It has light and airy composition, right? And again, we also talk about how the sillage is perfect for first dates. This is again one of the biggest pain point, like second most frequent pain point, like perfume to attract male, perfume with pheromones and stuff like that. And we talk about this. And finally, in almost all of my copies, not every single one of my copies, I try to add FAQs because FAQs are excellent. They help you, they help you rank easily, very easily in your Google searches and stuff like that, but they also address a lot of pain points of your customers. And once we did this copy for the entire store, one of my clients, they saw crazy growth in their revenue. So by the time I started working for December 1, we have increased 648% growth, and we're almost reaching 9,000, almost reaching 10,000 pounds of sales within like 42 days of starting, and we'll be crossing in, like hopefully we'll cross in 20,000 pounds by the end of this year. And before the copy, I'll show you how it was looking. If I did not add the copy here, it was looking kind of like this, like 1,200 pounds is what we were looking out. But once we improved the copy, we definitely saw a big rise. And this copy is not just the writing part. We also improved the offer, buy now, pay later. We added the funnel system around it. We added upsells, downsells. That is a topic for a different video. But yeah, this is how copywriting helps with increasing the conversion rates. Right now, I have like different products to choose from. This is one of the products that I was looking at, and I'm writing a copy right now. And yeah, so this is one of such customers in UK, and I'm doing this very same thing about them. By the way, when you are writing copies, make sure you add a lot of graphic elements as well. So unique to e-commerce, what happens is picture is also a part of your copy. E-commerce is a very visual medium. It's like if you can't go to a mall and hold the product yourself, what is the next best thing you can do to finally see what the product can do, right? Images. GIFs, videos, use those graphic elements, create them. And these graphic elements helps create a lot of intrigue about the product. You can also include some trust badges to build trust among your audience, right? Because these are obvious reasons, right? In any case, you'll give them some warranty, some guarantee, some easy returns, some 30-day money back thing. So why not highlight them, right? Why not show it to the audience directly, so that audience keeps getting nurtured? And this is basically a GIF also. We recorded a video and turned it into a GIF using Canva. And using these graphic elements, what happens is customers feel a lot more connect with the store. And basically that is how you make a steal deal out of it. In fact, in my own experimental store that I was telling, the 15,000 rupees Indian e-commerce store, I think I've spent more than 15,000 now, and almost 15,000 now we have spent. I'll create a different video around it. What we have seen is a growth of, we started the store on 20th of January. So far, we have seen a massive growth of 23,000 rupees of sales. So including advertisement, including the product cost, including the shipping cost, it was coming roughly around 16,000 or 17,000. I'll let you know the details. But just because of the copy that we created, the sales skyrocketed like anything. Every time I run an ad, the store becomes, this money-making machine. By the way, don't go for this store conversion rate. This is completely wrong. So we got 5,000 visitors. I did a lot of testing initially and got 62 orders so far, and we also have 66.67% return rate. People keep coming back and kept buying a lot of stuff as well, which is also amazing. So if I talk about the conversion rates, I'll just quickly share 62 by 5754. So about 1% is the conversion rate going on right now in the store. So that is what is going on, but we are still profited because we have, the cost of the product that we are selling is extremely low, which helps a lot in this particular regard. So I'll show you the copy as well. This is one of the best copies that I have written, and you see the graphic elements that we are using, right? And this helps boost the conversion rate like anything. So you add customer reviews. This is how the copy looks like. I have added a lot of graphic elements right here, and because of this, our conversion went through the roof. It's a very long copy, and I always prefer long copy. What I've seen is every time I make a copy longer, it increases the conversion rates like anything. So I always prefer a long copy over a short copy, and even I would suggest that, because the longer you write about that particular product without adding any fluff, obviously you basically answer each and every single objection of your customer. It's more likely that the customer is going to, the audience is going to become a customer very, very soon. So yes, this is all about e-commerce copywriting. If I summarize everything, copywriting is all about your customer. Customer does not give you a shit, does not give a shit about your company. Number 2, research on your customer like anything. Listen to what they are talking about in the internet. Use the product research sheet. You can make your own, look at the screen, share whatever I've shared. And I do have an advanced version of it in my Indian e-commerce sprint training. I'll add a link to that as well in the first comment, if you can join if you want. And third, turn features into benefits. Fourth, add a lot of graphic elements, and do give them a lot of offers, so that offers helps people make a lot of good decisions. This also increases the conversion rate. So we'll talk about offers, features and benefits some other time, but yeah, this is an overview of how you can optimize the copy of your own e-commerce store. And if you got a lot of value out of this call, do comment value in the comment box, and yeah, like, share, subscribe, whatever the kids say these days.